Good morning, my name's Aaron Gleason. I'm a forecaster with the Storm Prediction Center, and this is a multimedia web briefing for Wednesday, July 28th, 2021, recorded around 3 a.m. Central Daylight Time. We're expecting severe thunderstorms over parts of the upper Mississippi Valley later this afternoon tonight, mainly impacting much of Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Some of the larger population centers at risk include the cities listed on screen. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing widespread damaging wind gusts, very large hail, and several tornadoes are forecast across portions of east central Minnesota and much of Wisconsin late this afternoon and tonight. This area is generally depicted by the moderate risk shown in red on this graphic. A disturbance aloft is forecast to migrate atop the plain's upper ridge and amplify as it traverses the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region this afternoon into tonight. A surface low is forecast to shift east-southeast from eastern North Dakota into southern lower Michigan by early Thursday morning, sweeping a cold front southeast across the upper Midwest. A warm front should extend southeastward from northeast Minnesota into central lower Michigan by late this afternoon. A very moist low-level air mass is present across much of the northern plains and upper Midwest early this morning, which will support severe thunderstorms later this afternoon and tonight. By early this evening, numerous severe thunderstorms are likely to be ongoing across northern and central Minnesota into Wisconsin, along and near the warm front, posing a threat for all severe hazards. Again, to summarize, widespread damaging wind gusts, some greater than 75 miles an hour, associated with the Boeco and potential Derecho, appear likely from east central Minnesota across much of Wisconsin later this afternoon into tonight. Isolated very large hail and several tornadoes may also occur. The individual severe probabilities for each hazard are shown on this graphic. Basically, brighter colors mean a greater risk for the various hazards. Finally, this information is not going to be updated and is only intended for general briefing purposes. Please consult the Storm Prediction Center and or local National Weather Service websites, as well as trusted media sources, for the latest severe weather watches, warnings, and information through the day. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Good afternoon, it's James the Weatherman here. We got a moderate risk that is 4 out of 5. There's a possibility that it could be upgraded. As of right now, I see the moderate risk staying where it's at. That was a little briefing from the Storm Prediction Center this morning, so we're kind of gonna have a little bit of an update because some of that it's still likely with all that situations that he was talking about, but I'm gonna talk about what is going on. This is the severe weather outlook for this area. Severe thunderstorms, he's already kind of say much of Wisconsin is in the moderate risk. Widespread damaging winds, some hurricane force, a few tornadoes, scattered large hail, some baseball size. Potentially widespread severe thunderstorms are expected late this afternoon through tonight. Review your severe weather safety procedures for the possibility of a severe thunderstorm in your area. So we're going to go look at the models. We'll actually go back to today's outlook. As you can see, Milwaukee, Green Bay, Kenosha, Racine, Wisconsin, and Appleton, Wisconsin, they're all in the moderate risk. The enhanced risk is part of Illinois, and it goes into Michigan, a little bit of northern Indiana, and then Minnesota, and then Wisconsin, of course. Much of Minnesota, actually all of Minnesota, is basically in a chance for some kind of weather today. If it's just a general thunderstorm or a brief wind event, somewhere in that area of the green marginal risk has the potential of becoming a strong to severe thunderstorm. We're going to go over and look at the HRRR. We're just going to take a quick glance at this. Then we're going to go to rapid refresh or model. So currently, according to the HRRR, currently it's showing that there's storms up into the near the international border. We could look at radar after, but currently it's showing that there's some storms over here and into Wisconsin, maybe some rain showers. So nothing real strong. There might be some isolated um, heavy rain, strong winds, just isolated, because the main threat really doesn't start until later this evening. As we keep going forward, I expect, as you can see, 22Z. I expect that how he was talking with the low. I expect things to start firing up within this time frame. As we're looking at the HRRR composite reflectivity, you can kind of see a line here that possibly there's going to be a few storms. I'm not going to say that they're going to be strong or severe, but possibly a few storms pop up. As we get in closer to that 0Z, I see that, as you can see, it's kind of shifting down southwest or southeast, coming from the southwest or northwest, my bad. We're going to shift over to that area so we can kind of see more. You see this line of thunderstorms. It's been ongoing throughout. It's going to be ongoing off and on throughout the day, but we're kind of focused more on the storms that are going to be firing up right in this area. And like the guy from the Storm Prediction Center said, Derecho is likely. So let's go look at reflectivity. Oh, we can't show on that. We can do NAM. And then we're kind of looking at the latest run, 12Z model run. We're going to go look at 0Z. So according to NAM 3K, it's showing at 0Z, that's around 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time. As you can see, it's already becoming, I wouldn't say linear, but according to this model, a good chunk of storms are going to become linear, and then it's going to be a threat of damaging winds. And this is going to be a long, ongoing situation of damaging winds. It's not just, and I think it's going to be a constant 50 to 75 miles per hour, probably for a couple hundred miles. I don't think it's going to break up. We can look at the, as we go forward, it's going to be a significant wind event. Isolated, there could be some renegade cells in front of the storm that produces a tornado. But the main threat for this is going to be wind, damaging wind. And I'm making a video earlier because most likely this is going to happen in dark after the sun goes down. So if you have any patio for it's beautiful out, so you probably had barbecues or been spending some time outside, I suggest to pull in any objects that can blow away, because I think anything is gonna blow away in this, and there could be some significant damage to properties. Even if it's not a tornado, there could be significant damage to property, sheds. This would be a very it just reminds me of last year's Iowa Derecho. Um, this looks like a similar thing, um, and so I need you to be prepared as we keep going further and further. As you can see, then it starts to bow out, and that's when when storms start to bow out, that's when it just kicks up a notch, like goes in overdrive, and it just blows. Like at this point, at 4Z, um, after 10 p.m., this likely will be moving at 50 miles per hour and wind speeds excess of 60 up to 80 or 90 miles per hour wind speeds. So this is not a storm to be out looking at. Most of you guys are going to be sleeping, so be and stay weather aware. And for the people that don't like storms, uh, just hang in there. There's not much you can do here, but there's gonna be a lot of wind. I think the tornado threat by this time, tornado threat will be diminished. The hail threat will be there, but damaging winds is what we are looking at this moment. So once it goes over and gets into the Michigan area, the wind is still going to be there. Hail threat is going to be diminished. There's not going to be much of a tornado risk, but it's still going to produce some damaging winds. Is it going to produce the same amount of winds as it produced over here? Not likely. Once it gets over water, it's going to lose some strength. But either way, I don't care if you're in Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin. You need to be prepared for damaging winds. So we're going to take a glance at the Cape, and you're going to see a significant amount of Cape in southern Wisconsin. That I could see, like I said, a renegade cell. If a cell can get ahead of the line of the boat, if it can get ahead of it, it has enough energy to produce a tornado. Supercells be basically on the line of the you go from 3, so within an hour. Look how far that jumps. It's gonna be moving. Take a quick glance at this. Some cap is gonna be there, but I think it's just gonna blow right through it. So, as we can see, tornado risk for that area is a 10% that we've been looking at. Wind goes from Wisconsin all the way over to Michigan. The as you can see, the 45% is what you're gonna see the biggest. They do have a little bit of Michigan in there, and Chicago is actually in there as well in the hatched area. So that hail is gonna be a big thing currently that's ongoing from any storms that pop up right now. Hail is going to be a threat until probably early evening, and then we're going to be just mainly focused on the damaging winds. I appreciate everybody watching, and I hope everybody is,
Good morning.
staying safe, and make sure you guys stay weather.